All right, you guys ready? All right. All right, what's going on, YouTube? Currently, we're at Iron Warehouse right now, and we're gonna train some back today. And we're gonna do back, biceps, front delts, and we're gonna go ahead and pose too. So that's gonna be pretty fun. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys at the end of the workout.
You look lonely. I can fix that.
All right, YouTube. So, kind of cutting back from the gym right now. We got our dinner right here. First, we got a Mountain Dew Code Red. And then we went ahead and got some cheese sticks to eat. And I'm gonna kind of talk to you guys about some good, dirty bulking tips that I have been implementing into my diet. And it has been helping out a lot, whether it's gaining weight, gaining muscle, gaining mass. And yeah, we're just gonna eat this shit and we're gonna like talk to you guys. So first question, not question, but the first thing I wanna like, some foods that I would suggest you eat before you go to bed. Let's say you're like 200, 300, 400 calories short and it's nighttime and you gotta go to bed. What I would recommend doing is like the Jif peanut butter. Take like 4 tablespoons of that and just eat that. Just eat it raw like that. That will help out a lot. A tablespoon of peanut butter is like 110, 105 calories. Roughly that. I definitely am not 100% correct. That's just off the top of my head. Another thing I would suggest eating is, you know, like Oreos, Chips Ahoy cookies, stuff like that, high fat, high carb, and high calorie desserts, like little snacks. Definitely eat that. And this goes out to a lot of like, this is for the people who are doing the GOMAD diet like I am. So kind of give you guys like a little backstory. What is the GOMAD diet? Pretty much the GOMAD diet is gallon of milk a day. You just drink a gallon of milk every single day. A gallon of milk roughly has 2,400 calories, and it's a really good way to eat a lot of calories every day. What has helped me drink a whole gallon a day, especially with school. I know there's a lot of people who watch my videos, but they're in high school. It's like, how do I drink a gallon of milk at school? So one thing I would do is try to get an ice pack and your gallon of milk in a big jug. What you want to do is put the ice pack on your locker, your like school locker, and then put a gallon of milk in the locker, and then as like the periods go on, just refill it. I don't care like if people looking at you weird, do it, because really, honestly guys, it shouldn't matter what people think about you, because at the end of the day, it is your life. It is how you want to live it. So I really feel like, you know, that is the one thing that stops a lot of people from doing stuff like this, whether it's talking to a camera or doing the impossible or doing crazy weird things. And the way that is stopping people from doing all this stuff is other people's opinions. You don't want to get caught up into other people's thoughts. You need to be in your own world doing your own thing. Now, that doesn't mean you just don't have any friends, you don't have a girlfriend, you don't have a social life. But like, don't let other people's thoughts and opinions, you know, control your reality. Have a dream, have a goal, and do it. Because change won't change if nothing changes. That's what I like to say a lot. And it's very self-explanatory. Just if nothing changes, nothing changes. So again, kind of going back to the bulking diet, like tips is definitely eat some peanut butter, some cookies and stuff. One thing that I've been trying to eat is like ice cream. That's really good too. I like eating ice cream. That's not that bad. By the way, I gotta say, these cheese sticks, I'm telling you, this is like my favorite food. The cheese sticks from anywhere are just so good. I love it. That's another thing I kind of want to talk about is, you know, what kind of high calorie foods should I be eating? You generally, like if you're on a dirty bulk, you generally want to eat a lot of like, one thing I do is like I eat pizza or cheese sticks. Anything with like cheese is really, really good for like high calorie, high protein. It's definitely really good. That's one thing I would do. If you can't get to that, I would definitely eat like spaghetti. That's good for carbs. Eating a lot of spaghetti is not that hard, especially if you don't, eat a good, like, you don't eat a consistent, like, meals after meal. You could eat a big serving of spaghetti and all your carbs would probably be done. So, kind of going back to, also, just to kind of, like, go back about the whole gallon of milk thing. Usually, when I start and finish my gallons, is I start them around 7:30, 8 a.m. and I finish around 4 p.m. That's with all my classes that I have at school and like with the gym and stuff. Usually I'll finish it after the gym too. And yeah, that's one thing I do. And then you guys are killing it. You guys are insane. On my Instagram, you guys blew up, and it's still like going to the, like, as we speak. 26,000 views on my recent Instagram reel. That is insane. I can't believe that. 26,000 people watched my reel and watched it, and it's crazy. The watch time that I got from that was 2 days, 13 hours, and 17 seconds right now. It is insane to me how this blew up so, like, tremendously. Like, I'll refresh it and it's still going. Like, yeah, that is insane. I can't believe it. The goal was for that video to get, like, I wanted maybe 10,000 views. I woke up the next morning and it had 10,000 views. And then I was in my classes, in the middle of my classes, 12,000, 15,000, 17,000, 18,000, 20,000. I got done working out at the gym, came home just now, 26,900 views. That is insane. That is the most I've ever had. It is, I cannot believe that. We are making so much progress, and it is, like, astonishing me. It is so astonishing to see all of this happen, like, right now. And none of this would happen if I didn't pick up the camera. I mean, guys, you can go to my older videos. I started on this iPhone. I started on this phone. There's really no excuse. If you have a good quality phone and you use CapCut, make a video. It's not that hard. You just have to pick up the camera and you have to be willing to put yourself out there. That is really my only advice. If you want to start doing this influencing stuff, you want to do weightlifting content, you want to journal your weightlifting by making videos like this, you have got to just pick up the camera and do it. Because, again, nothing will change if nothing changes. One day, 100 years from now, no one's going to remember me on this earth. I will die, and life will move on. So, that's kind of what my thought has always been, I'm going to die one day. No one's going to remember me. And that's why I think I should push myself, like, to do anything that I can do. So, that's really all I have for you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please share this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.